Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play the Eye of the Beholder 2, The Legend of Darkmoon, and when last we left off, we're in an area full of clerics of Darkmoon. We've managed to escape the area where all the nightmares were preventing us from sleeping, but I imagine that is only a temporary reprieve. We're probably going to have to go back that way in time. We're finding lots of these statuettes that are disturbing and peculiar, and lots of doors that we cannot open. This area looks very similar in design to the place where we started in the temple, where we met the two clerics that didn't much like us poking around where we weren't meant to, which, to be fair, was pretty much anywhere apart from that entryway. There is another cleric, and we get to see the symbol very briefly of the Temple of Darkmoon on the back of their robes. They are very well-armed clerics, but these ones don't appear to be using spells against us. That's all for the better, because we can do with not being held. That requires us to use remove paralysis, and I'd rather not do that. There is this door that we have opened, and that brings us back to that area. We need to do a fair amount of exploring. We found these scrolls of create food that we're going to actually move back to the area we started in so that we can deal with them later. The sooner we get all of our goodies together, the better off we'll be. We're going to have to identify quite a lot of things as well, clear out our inventory of lots of rubbish, and also deal with you, because dealing with you is what we must do. This area is not half as dangerous as the area full of slimes and those gargoyle-like creatures and everything else. That said, encountering people that still want to kill us is to be expected in this place, and in this game. The armour they're wearing is very ornate. A little too ornate, I would say. These are not particularly difficult foes. Perhaps they weren't expecting us to be here. I doubt they were, Calandra. How many people would get through that area that we went through and survived? That's a good point. We still should be careful. Oh, we definitely should be careful, because there are going to be loads of enemies, like all of these foes. Rune, if you would, a fireball would be lovely. Be glad to. Take that, clerics of Darkmoon. You cannot go further. You are trespassing. Oh, yes, I know we're trespassing. Well, trespass this. We are here to stop you. Stop us from doing what? Nice try. But we know you're up to no good. And we will do battle with them. They're not that tough. They're not half as tough as the clerics we encountered at the very beginning, and the ones with the undead. That said, it makes sense that they're... oh, something's opened. Was that behind us? Or was it ahead of us? It was ahead of us. Oh, it was ahead of us. Also, I think we need to find another copper key. Maybe there was a key somewhere that... are we trapped? We are trapped. Right. Very quickly, we need to deal with the one ahead of us so we can turn around and deal with you two. There we go. Much better. Sunstar took a few hits there, but nothing we can't handle. That door is open. We shouldn't be turning when they're going to attack. That was foolish of me. Fortunately, Sandstar didn't take that much damage. What kind of key is that? Hopefully it's a copper key. We could do with having a copper key. And are you gone? You are gone. It's a copper key for a copper door. Now, we need to explore even more carefully than we are. I wonder what else we'll find here. Doors we can open. With no one in them. Good. More statues. And more doors. Ah, lockpicks. And a spell book. Don't know if a spell book's going to be any use to us. We could, nope, we could scribe scrolls, but that's not really going to do very much, so let us keep moving. Nothing here we can do. Can't open that. Could open that if we got another key. Now, we need to find a key. We also need to not find more clerics, of course. But, of course, we're going to find more clerics. Clerics are everywhere. I wonder how they're constantly refilling the areas we've already explored. Maybe there are secret passageways that we do not know about. there probably are secret passageways we don't know about. Now we want to go this way, I believe, which brings us to... Okay, these are quite difficult to navigate corridors, because you can definitely get lost here. Without a map, you could definitely get lost. So that was the area with the food scrolls. Ah, there was something I missed here, another key. This key... Ah, hello! Don't mind me, I'm just taking this key over to a locked door. You don't mind, do you? You do mind. Oh, well, you're dead. And you're also going to be dead. In a moment. This polearm is ridiculously powerful. It's probably one of the few +5 items you could find in any of the games, because so far, we've only found one item that was +5. Ah, you've come to join us, have you? Well, bad news for you, sir. You're going to perish. Eventually. When we hit you a few more times. Our armor class is really good. Shall we say that -7 is quite impressive? Right, we need to go and find this door. This door! Right here. Oh, hello! More fireballs, I think. Well, we could throw that, but I'm thinking more fireballs. More fireballs are in order. That hit all of you. Oh, that hit all of you. And this one's going to hit all of you too. Now there aren't half as many of you. There are only 2. There are now none. And then there's you. Surprised that they're all gone? I have a master of the arcane with me. Oh, it's the first time you've actually called me that. I am indeed quite well versed in the arcane. I wasn't referring to you, I was referring to me. You can't cast any spells. They don't know that. I think they do. 2 more clerics? Not that difficult to take care of. In theory. When we hit... Okay, one of them's gone. Definitely want to recover that that dagger. That dagger was thrown rather than used in melee, which makes sense. Stairs down. And we need a key for that, do we? Do we need a key for that? Can we unlock it? The answer is no. And we can't pry the door open. Okay, we could go down. Down's definitely an idea. There are all these doors that we cannot open using our lockpicks, I imagine. We probably want to rest at some point soon. We are taking some small hits here and there. What about over here? Okay, that's the way we've already been. We could briefly pop down those stairs and see who's there. After, of course, we've took care of you. Ooh, 12. That hurt. But hopefully, yep, you're gone. I'm going to save and I'm going to see just what is down here. Hopefully not horrible amounts of death. Probably horrible amounts of death. We have been dealing with lots of horrible amounts of death. Down we go. Into this area. Oh, it's here! Oh, we're right here by the entrance. Well, that's handy, because now we can just identify lots of stuff and then drop things. Right, what we want to do is we want to find where improved identify is, which is level 2. Right, let's clear everything here and get some improved identify going and do a bit of resting. We indeed need to rest before we regain spells and do some healing. Pretty important that we do some healing. So this is a way that we can use to get out of that area, but ideally we want to go back to the area with the nightmare effect, because there's a series of doors we haven't gone through yet, and items that we want to go and get back. Right, first step, we need to detect magic, and look at all of the items that we have not identified, like Axe at the Bait and things like that. Let's cast Improved Identify. Now, if we put something in our hand... Does that mean that we... Do we have to actually have it in our hand to use it? I think we do. I think we do. So let's try this again. We know now that this is a +2 axe. Not bad, but we will put that down. We know these are +4 darts. What about this? This is a +1 staff. Not bad. Still really don't need it. So we are going to rest once more for a couple of hours. How is our food situation doing? Pretty good, 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 and fine. Excellent. We're going to rest. There's lots of things that we need to identify before we move on and dump out of our possession. Now, detect magic. What else do we know is magical? We know that this shield is magical. We know the robe is magical. We know what the robe is, though. We know lots of that is magical. We know that this is magical, but we don't know why. It is a +2 short sword. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll put that down there. And that is a +2 dagger. That's fine. We don't really need to know what the glass spheres are. The dagger Sarshul. That is something that we probably want to know about. It is a +2 dagger. Okay. If we already have a +2 dagger, might as well just put one of them down. What else do we have? That is just an axe. So the axe can go down there. +5 dagger, the wands. This shield. What is this shield? This shield is a +1 shield. We don't need any more shields, so we'll put that down. If we unequip the shield from you, your armor class becomes 0, which actually isn't that bad. I could give you the braces of protection here, and then give you these braces of protection. Your armor class is -4. Your armor class then becomes -5. Then we can find a really good weapon for you to use in your other hand, like this +2 axe. Then again, that's probably a two-handed weapon. Yeah, it's probably a two-handed weapon. That's probably a poor idea. Where's that +2 short sword? Or we could find a magic longsword like this one. But we're going to need to rest before we figure out what that longsword does. How long is this going to take? You cannot rush matters of the arcane. Oh, you probably could. +1 longsword. You might as well have that there. And again, it's not letting you use that as a weapon. So maybe we actually just have to rely on this here. There we go. We might as well figure out what this is. I think I know what it is. It's a +1 shield, but still worth checking. Is there anything else that we really desperately need to know? We can put down this holy symbol, because chances are that holy symbol isn't going to be used for anything anytime soon. We could confirm that this is a +1 robe. It's a +1 robe. Right. That has been confirmed. Anything else that we want to identify? Anything else that's magical that we haven't looked at yet? It's always something that you have to do in these games. You just have to spend a little while going through your entire inventory. Also, this is not magical. So for now, that is going to go on the ground. We have a lot more inventory space now. Apart from you. You have practically no inventory space. There we go. We could also drop a fair few of these potions, because let's face it, we don't need all of these potions right now. Potion of healing, potion of cure poison, vitality. We can put the potion of vitality down, I'm sure. There we go. And giant strength we'll hold on to. Definitely. And that potion of vitality can also go there. Speaking of vitality, I think it's time for you to use some create food. Marvellous. We don't need to worry about food anymore. We do need to worry about our inventory for a little while. There we go, rations and rations. We can drop them, giving us a little more space. Keyword a little. And I think we're pretty much done for the time being. We'll definitely want to go back to going and exploring the upper area, and then going back to the nightmare area. We could actually go back to the nightmare area right now. So, we want a Melf's Acid Arrow and a Blur, I think. Yeah, that'll probably do. And then rest for a little while longer, and then we'll make our way back the way we came. Having the ability to just sort of dart back is really useful, though. Okay, that brings us back to here. Should not have got in there. And that brings us back to here. Up we go! Back to the area where all of the clerics are. Now, we want to very quickly... Still haven't found anything to open that up yet. Maybe I've used my keys incorrectly, but I'm sure we'll find more keys. We do have a lot of keys. And so we'll go back this way and grab a few items that may be important. Now that we better know what we have, we can better plan ahead. Or at the very least, we can grab all the other things that we know that we require. Or at least to identify. How many things do we need to identify? How long is a piece of string? Are you making a joke? I'd never do such a thing. We need to focus on exploring this area. We cannot spend our time dilly-dallying with humour. You are quite right, we can't. So let's grab all of this. Grab this stone gem. We could actually leave these here for the time being. We shall. As we use this, and make our way back to the area full of nightmares, but at least this time, we're fully rested, and for the most part, at full health. Calandra has suffered a tiny amount of injuries. Right, there we go. Now, what did we leave here? We left lots of food here, and over here, if memory serves, we left a few items. Not many. It was over here and up here. There is a glass sphere. We'll take that. There was a key that we definitely need, a spider key, and a robe. We'll take the robe with us. Apart from that, nothing that we want to take with us, so we shall go back to the area where we left all of those things and grab those things. After, of course, we have dealt with you and looked around for any more enemies that are going to try and kill us. Remember when I said that we had made lots of room? Looks like we're going to be filling up our inventory again with lots of things that we can use to weigh down various pressure plates. And look, there's another one of those flying enemies and an ooze. Let us backtrack a substantial... Oh, wait, we cannot backtrack a substantial amount because we closed that door. Right, we're going to go over here, mainly because if we do that, then we hopefully won't get ambushed. It doesn't look like we've been ambushed. Good! You're gone, but there is another one, because of course there is. We, did not deal with you. Careful. Got to be very careful. Also, I don't think those enemies need to turn. I have no idea what this sword is. We'll figure it out eventually. So we want to go this way, over to... It wasn't here. It was somewhere, though. Somewhere over here. Yep, over here. There was a door that required another key. Excellent. We can now move forward. And hopefully there won't be any more enemies nearby. A spider lock. I have a key for it. It's fine. Now, aha! The South Wind Trumpet. Now we have all four. And another Darkmoon key. Let's go up. That brings us to here. This is a place where we can use that grey key that we've been holding on to all this time. Ooh! A scroll of fireball. That's pretty handy. Shocking Grasp. Detect Magic. And Raise Dead. Holding on to that key proved to be very useful indeed. Now, do you have Shocking Grasp already? You do. So all of those spells are entirely superfluous. But having those spells can be useful. Where's this going to lead us to? Hopefully out of that nightmarish area. Going up? To where exactly? To somewhere where we are still going up. Where is it going to lead us to? Ooh, stuff. The Dagger Jargon. a long sword, and the mace thumper. Let's not equip any of these just yet, and instead wait and identify them. Because who knows how good they're going to be. Where is this going to lead us to? Aha! We need one more key, a Darkmoon key. Oh, we're back in the place with the spiders, aren't we? I'm afraid so, but we'll try our best to get through quickly. We're not going through it quick enough. And let's just get out of here. Oh, another spider. They're not that dangerous. And the sooner we're out of here, the better off we'll be. Downside is, it's a very small area, but I still haven't found there it is, the stairs up. And when we come back, folks, we finally got out of the nightmarish area, and we were able to do a fair bit of exploring in the area just above the main entrance of the Temple of Darkmoon. And when we come back, folks, we'll go back to that area, do some more exploring, and hopefully all of these trumpets that we've been picking up will prove useful. They've got to be useful for something. They are important items. They're specially named. If they weren't, they'd just be called trumpets after all. And who'd be carrying around non-magical trumpets? We definitely have 4 of these, right? We have the north wind, we have the south wind, we have the east wind. There's the west wind. Oh, panic over. I did not want to drop a plot important item in that nightmarish area and have to go back for it. Oh, that's for sure. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.